And that's what's really driving the mentality now is longevity. And I think that's really what almost every gym should adopt, because, why else are you doing it?
You're listening to Everybody Loves Naples, an unfiltered and educational podcast about living in Southwest Florida. We're your hosts. My name is Natalie Perez-Benatoa.
My name is Lance Martinicchio. From the best restaurants and things to do to our local real estate market, we're sitting down with local business owners and community leaders to provide a deeper understanding of what makes Naples, Naples.
Now let's get the show on the road. I think we're good.
Okay.
Ready.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Everybody Loves Naples. Today we have a very special guest on. He's been, I guess, here about, 10 years now?
I think it's 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
So Alex Lefcakis.
Nailed it.
There you go. So Alex is a local business owner, owns a CrossFit gym here in Naples. So I'll let him tell you a little bit about his story, and we can dive into the health and fitness industry in Naples, Florida, in Southwest Florida.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Owner, Real Fitness Naples, right up the street from here.
Great gym.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've been in and out of it for 10 years.
Yeah.
When did you come?
Probably like 2012.
Was the gym in its current location or the previous?
It was just in the new location.
So 2012.
Yeah.
Okay. So I moved here in 2011 then. So it's been 13 years, right? We're in 24. Yeah, I'm the owner of Real Fitness Naples. It's a CrossFit gym. We also do personal training, nutrition help, accountability coaching. I've introduced hrock training into the gym as well, which is another functional type fitness regimen that is more geared towards running and some of the functional movements you do in CrossFit, like rowing, ski erg, farmer carry. A lot of the things that everyone can do.
More endurance
based, more engine type based, less barbell, no barbell really, no gymnastics. It's a race that they do all over the world. There's one coming up in Miami next month that a lot of us from the gym are doing.
Okay.
So
that's awesome.
We're looking forward to that. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling right now up at the gym. We've kind of just refaced the whole place, as you've seen.
My one drop.
Yeah, you're 1 to 2 times a month that we see Lance in there.
I see the results, Lance. I really do.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, it was funny because I was talking to my buddy. He's like, "Hey, who's that guy in the corner? He just looks like he's from Philadelphia." I was like, "Oh, Lance." Yeah, in fact, he is from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb.
But yeah, we're doing some good things up there. We hold classes early in the morning, 5 a.m. And in fact, I was up at 3 a.m. this morning. Wow. I headed in at about 3:45 to get everything ready. I wanted to have it nice and ready for the 5 a.m. class. And then we're there till about 7 p.m.
Okay. So I guess before we get into all that, so you moved down here from Pittsburgh, correct?
Pittsburgh,
Okay,
yeah.
so you're originally from Pittsburgh, grew up there.
That's right.
And then so what, how did you end up in this area? What brought you down here?
I was working at Oakmont Country Club. So if you're familiar with golf, that's one of the most prestigious clubs in the country, in the world, really.
Yeah.
Usually rated a top 7 course usually.
They have majors there, right?
Majors. I don't remember the exact number. I want to say, they've had 13 or 14 U.S. Opens, a few women's opens, a couple PGA championships back in the day. But yeah, it's a rich golf in the sense of history. An amazing club, amazing golf course. It was right in my backyard growing up.
Okay.
And when I had gotten out of college, I had no idea what I was doing. My father's like, "You should get your insurance license." I'm like, "Great idea." So I actually studied, got my property casualty license. I think I wrote one policy in about 6 months. And I'm like, "Well, what are we doing here?" So then I delivered pizzas. Worked for True Green Lawn Care.
Yeah, the chemicals.
Oh yeah. And then ended up at Oakmont Country Club, just doing bartending and waiting. And the general manager there at the time, he's like, "Hey, we're going to Naples." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
True Green?
No.
Oakmont.
Oakmont.
Sorry.
I'm like, Naples, yeah, let's go there. I had no idea what Naples was. I didn't even know there was a Naples, Italy, let alone a Naples, Florida. So I think when we first came down, there was about 19 employees from Oakmont Country Club from the front of the house, or what is it, the front or back of the house? I forget now.
The back of the house is the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen, the wait staff. So about
Front
19,
of that,
19 of us came down and we went to Mediterra.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's how I got down here. It was kind of an easy move. I was 26, wasn't much going on in Pittsburgh at the time. In fact, well, I'll leave that story for another time. But
I guess Alex is coming back.
yeah, it was really easy. We were to move with all our colleagues. We set up shop in Florida. Now we're at the beach. Amazing. So, we kind of took over Mediterra. The management was kind of run over, and we were running the club for, I stayed there, I think 2 or 3 years before I started breaking into some other things, and then eventually owning the gym here for the last 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of the spur of the moment thing. I mean, now all of a sudden I'm living in
And
Florida.
look at you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're.
So did you start going to this gym and then you're like, I want to own this thing? How did that all unfold?
Yeah, I had started doing CrossFit back in Pittsburgh. I think it was right around 2006. I can't remember exactly. So I fell in love with it. I was a college baseball player. I was looking to continue to be competitive and get in shape. I kind of, lost a little bit of that competitiveness after graduating. I thought drinking was a sport. I got really good at that.
Nice.
Maybe wasn't the best path, but so I found CrossFit back at CrossFit Pittsburgh, one of the very first affiliates in the country, because this is a while ago now, 2006 or 7, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was 8. I can't exactly remember. So I came down here. I'm like, I got to find a CrossFit gym. So landed at Real Fitness, made some good connections there. Ended up working there for a bit, then started as a trainer, and then some opportunities, some doors opened.
I remember Alex as a trainer, actually.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Did you enjoy it? No, you didn't enjoy it.
What, you were easy. You weren't really hard on people.
I think I still owe you something from a bet.
You do.
Oh.
You owe me a barbell, a custom barbell. He bet
Not
me
a kettlebell?
I can remember this. He bet me I couldn't do 135-pound thrusters
That's
5
right.
times.
You did.
And I did it.
I was blown away. I said, there's no way. There's no way Lance is going to do this. And he did.
I don't know why I'm not surprised. Because that's
I'm sneaky.
lightweight. Just kidding.
And that was impressive. I do owe you something.
That's,
How about you drop in on me one time?
you know what? There you go. Free drop.
There you go.
But so anyway, so Real Fitness has always been, to me, a staple in the area. It's been there probably the longest.
2009.
Yeah. I mean, CrossFit was a whole huge, big trend, right?
Right.
And you guys maintained it throughout the, entire peak of it. And then, obviously a lot of people got out of it. There was gyms popping up like daily, as you know. And so you've, kind of gone with it and adapted. Like you said, you introduced this different type of training.
Yeah.
So, and then, one thing I like to note that, Alex, they give back to the community a lot. They're constantly doing drives, donating food, clothing to all the, those in need. So it's more of than, just people going there to work out. It really is a family of people that, God, these people have been working out together for,
Yeah, there's some people
15 years.
Yeah. I have a couple of people that have been members since 2009 when the gym was established. So, 15 years. Yeah. It's pretty remarkable. You find what you like and you stick with it. But, we want to be driven by results too. So make sure we're doing all the proper things and staying healthy.
I feel like the fitness industry, no matter where you are in the country, is such a place for community. From the different gyms I've tried in town and in other places, when you find that one you like, you end up staying there, making friends there, raising kids with your friends' kids, and all, surrounding this positive mental toughness that I don't know, like, it just keeps us going.
Yeah, no, I mean, no one wants to go to a gym that you don't like being at.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's an hour of your day where you're killing yourself,
Right.
and you want to be around
Don't
people
lie,
you
Lance.
like.
You don't even.
No,
He's been working hard.
I will tell you, the 1 hour when I go, like, actually, when I was doing the CrossFit classes,
Yeah.
it's just the 1 hour. I didn't have to think about anything else. All I had to think about was the next rep.
Yeah.
That was it. So it was more of a stress reliever for me.
And it should be. You know, exercise is important. We should never stop moving. You know, I've been involved with CrossFit for a long time now, and, you know, 50, 60, 70-year-olds are still coming through the doors, and you have to stop, or you have to keep moving. You know,
No matter what.
that's the key to longevity.
For sure.
You know, putting the competitiveness and the sports side of it, you know, it doesn't need to be that. This is about longevity. It's about living longer and being healthy. You know, when you're 75, you want to be able to get off the floor without assistance, you know. And that's what's really driving the mentality now is longevity. And I think that's really what almost every gym should adopt, because, you know, why else are you doing it?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you host any competitions at your gym?
We have some in-house competitions recently. We did, like I'd mentioned earlier, this hrock stuff. We did an in-house hrock event where teams of 2 competed together. It was really fun. We're going to looking to do some more in the fall, where we reach out to other gyms in the community, other people in the community to compete. So that's still in the works. We got a lot of cool things happening over the next several months at the gym.
Oh, good. And we can obviously tell them how to get a hold of Alex and share his off information.
Yeah.
So
239-989.
So other than the gym, because obviously that consumes a huge portion of your life, what do you like to do outside of the gym? I mean, I know you're married, so.
I am married. I have a stepdaughter who's 15.
Went to
14.
school with my son, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, they went to grade school together.
Sorry, she's 14. She'll be in 9th grade next year. So she's 8th grade now. My daughter turns 1 on Friday,
Oh,
February
happy birthday.
2nd.
Yes.
Yeah, Athena is her name. A nice German, Irish name there. And then my son Archie is 5. He just turned 5 January 7th. If you see him, he'll tell you that a couple times. He's very excited to be 5. He keeps me on my toes.
Is he lifting?
Yeah, you know, he'll come in and be like, I want to work out. I'm like, all right, you know, let's go. And, you know, his attention span is about 10 minutes, but, you know, he has some,
So is mine.
he has some desire to work out. He sees mom and dad doing it. The kid's sharp as a tack, though. He knows math like, you know, a 10-year-old.
So he takes after his mother.
Takes directly after her. Yes.
Every aspect.
Yeah, that keeps us on our toes. It's a lot. My wife, you know, basically running, you know, as you guys know, you're real estate agents. You're running your own business, right? So she's doing the same, and I'm doing the same. So time is limited.
So your wife Ann
Yes.
saw the opportunity to get into real estate in
did.
this area, because obviously it's a great area to do it in. So she actually, because she works at the gym with you, right?
Prior to our daughter being born, she was heavily involved.
Yeah, teaching classes.
Doing the member reach outs and doing all the things that I don't do. And that's, you know, I made it work. You know, was there times we would butt heads, of course, you know, because, you know, that's just kind of how it went. So she made a decision to, you know, pursue her real estate license, and she passed the test, and, you know, she had the baby, so things stalled for a minute, but now she's off and running. The woman has no quit in her. She, you know, she puts her mind to something, you know, come hell or high water, she's going to get it done. So, you know, I think it's a great decision by her.
Yeah. She took all my clients away from the gym.
Most of
working
them.
with so many
well,
people.
you know,
Yeah.
believe it or not, there's more than 2 realtors in that gym.
No,
Believe it or not.
As we know, you know, Naples is flush with realtors.
yes.
But those that work hard, you're usually the ones that get paid. So But yeah, it's a lot. But other than, the family, I'm an avid golfer. I love golf.
So how often do you get out now? Because you are very busy. So
I know, not as much as I'd like.
that's what everyone says.
That is what everyone says.
It's just great being out there. You have your games with your friends, and it's whatever 4 or 5 hours to kind of just chill. And I was able to get to a decent index, decent handicap, and it's fun. I've kind of shifted my focus more towards the business now, so I'm not playing as much. And in the winter, it's a little harder because if you're not a member somewhere, it's pretty hard to get out anywhere. But pretty much got to be a multimillionaire to play golf in Naples at this point. So I wait for those guys to call me, and then hey, let's go play. I love playing. I'll practice as much as I can. I'll swing the club in the gym just to keep things in tune for when the off season comes. I do like to play golf, but now with the kids, it's kind of the intentions being brought there. Archie just started doing jiu-jitsu at 5 years old, which I can tell you is entertaining.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I did martial arts as a kid as well.
Did you?
Not jiu-jitsu, but karate.
Oh,
Wateroo karate.
Yeah,
it's great for kids.
It is, and he's got energy to burn. So, some little girl was on top of him, kind of choking him out, and he was like, "Oh, well, what's going on?" Yeah. The first time we took him down there,
it's only the beginning, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, first time we take him down there, it's kind of a little bit of chaos. There's kids probably from 5 to, in this group, I don't know, 13, 14, and they're all just running circles around this gym, and they separate the age groups. And the first drill, they had him laying on his back, and then some girl had him in like a side control headlock. He runs off and goes, "This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy." Talking about the instructor. I'm like, "Get back out there. Get back out there." So it was rough at first, but I think he's starting to like it.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I wanted to circle back with something you said about the gym and just how we were talking about community. Just for context, how many members are at your gym and how big is each class, like where the cap is? Because I know that the style in general, but especially in Naples, there's so many boutique gyms, which I think is great because you get that extra personal touch, and commercialized gyms are kind of the old school. Yeah. And just for reference for anyone listening who might want to come in and try it.
Yeah. So, we're blessed with a pretty large space. The landlord lets me know every month how big it is.
It's like 8,000 square feet?
It's about 8,000 square feet.
Wow.
It's kind of sectioned off, though. We host.
She should try it.
Yeah, it was right up the road.
I definitely should.
We have a chiropractor and physical therapist right on site.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's an adjacent room as well where there's karate.
Okay.
And then our CrossFit space, or our functional fitness space, is about 5,000 square feet. So, a big class is anywhere 19 to 25 people, and then an average class is probably about 10 to 12.
Okay.
Total members is around that 220 mark. That's kind of it kind of moves with the transient folks that are live elsewhere in the summer, but it's a pretty good group. It was packed today. This week was packed. It's been good.
When are your classes actually? When do you actually?
First class is 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
He said that already. I don't know where you were.
Okay. Remember, I got up at 3.
Right.
To get it ready.
The gym by 3:45 to have the 5 a.m. class.
I just want him to say when the classes are, what hours.
5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7:30 a.m., 9 a.m., 10:15, and then we go 3:30, 4:30, and 5:30. The gym doesn't close though, so we keep it open. There's an open gym time between 11:15 and 3:30. So that's
there's no excuses for
no,
anyone.
there really isn't.
So someone can't say I can't get there at that time.
Well, okay,
right.
We're there every day,
5 to 7.
Yeah,
And there's so many classes in the morning and in the afternoon.
When they first opened, it was a class every hour on the hour.
That was probably a clusterfuck, huh?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, every hour on the hour.
It was something ridiculous. Yeah, it was 5 to 7. I think there were, the last class was 7 p.m. 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. There was a few times when I was coaching where I took every one of them, which
don't recommend.
No, you're just by the 5th class you're useless.
Yeah, Right.
So yeah, we had made the decision, I think longer than that, probably 6 years ago, to cut out the middle of the day.
Sure.
And when you got one guy coming at 2 p.m.
You screwed his whole day up.
and messed
He
his
looked
day
forward
up.
to that 2 p.m.
I actually
class.
had one guy tell me, "Hey, don't cancel this class. You'll kill me." I'm like, okay. Well, and I canceled the class. As far as I know, he's still alive.
Yeah. Someone will fact check that for us.
We've condensed the classes a bit, so it's a good group. It's a good group of hardworking people.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
are
I've
they-
made a lot of good connections out of that
Yeah.
gym, friends I see, and I still run into everyone everywhere in the area.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah. A lot of people come back too. They'll leave, and then all of a sudden, 3 years later, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I think Lance was one of those actually.
I kind of,
you know, it comes and goes, but yeah, I love it. You know, it's a lot of work. You know, it's not easy managing 200 plus people, making sure they stay happy, and
Healthy and all the rest. Yeah.
I think an important part of it is having a good staff as well to, you know, help. You know, I don't coach all the classes. Luckily right now I have some people in place that are doing a lot more coaching, so I'm able to do the other sides of the business where before I really wasn't. So we're able to grow it now and do some more stuff in the community and get more people in the door.
nice.
And how many trainers do you have on staff?
Oh, right now, we have Oscar, Christy, Amy, Rodolfo. My wife will coach some classes sometimes. Who am I missing? I think that was it. So I got like 5 or 6 that are in rotation. So it's, you know, they do a great job.
Yeah, no, it's definitely run correctly. And
If you're listening to this, you can comment with your favorite coach. Maybe
Yeah.
There'll be some kind of giveaway.
or your least favorite member.
Oh, that's even
Wow.
spicier.
Let's leave that out.
Yeah. Well,
I
we
forgot
have-
Robert. Robert
Sorry, Robert.
Sorensen. Sorry, Robert. Robert's an amazing guy. I wanted to talk about his business real quick, if I
Yes.
could, because it's opening in Bonita probably this summer. He's opening a business called Sauna House. So it's going to be hot cold therapy.
Great.
Yes. So you go in, you're in your sauna, then you do your 3-4 minute cold plunge. There's a whole protocol. So
how long do you stay in the sauna before you jump
I believe,
in?
and don't quote me, but I believe it's a 20-minute sauna, and then you go to cold for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, I believe, then back to the sauna. So you're going back and forth.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
Right in Bonita Springs?
Right in Bonita Springs, right off Old 41, right downtown.
Kind of where everything
Right.
now is brand
Oh,
new.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yes.
You going to try it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Everything's coming to
Have you
Bonita.
done cold plunge before?
I have done cold plunge in high school track, like when we
Okay.
would fill up the big trash cans and we'd have to sit there
Yeah.
Monday and Wednesday. Otherwise, I've seen it all over my Instagram.
It's all we see.
It's all we see. And I see people's like PRs that they can do, you know, however many minutes. I think it's very beneficial for many health reasons, but I'm also somewhat of a wimp when it comes to the cold.
Yeah, I am as well. So I'm a little hesitant to get in. I tried a couple cold showers like a month ago. and
Right.
apparently, though, getting submerged or up to the neck is not as bad as just cold water just pummeling you.
I did it at your gym. There was a couple Saturdays or Sundays where
Yes,
they
I
have
think Danny had a tub.
so everyone was doing it. And
What's the feedback?
honestly, I sat in it for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
And once you get past the first 30 seconds of controlling your breathing, it was easy. It's just that first 30 seconds.
yeah.
And then you're just
Getting
like,
past
okay.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about the shower water.
Yeah.
It was hitting your face. Right on your heart. Like
Yeah.
it was
And
tough.
you can't really relax. You're still standing up.
No, you can't
versus
relax. There is no. You're
submerge.
right. You're not relaxed. I think that's a part of it too. But part of growing as an individual is doing hard things and doing things you don't want to do. And I've run completely away from that.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I mean,
sauna, no big deal. But
Right.
so I'm excited to kind
It's
of
super exciting.
sauna house in Bonita Springs.
when is it opening approximately?
I believe he thinks around June. They're still in the build out process.
Okay.
There's a lot to it, as you can imagine. Building a 4,000 square foot sauna essentially. I know that there's some private rooms in there as well. So
And that'll be like a membership based thing where you can
Yeah.
pay monthly and
monthly or
Go use it.
drop in. Yeah.
wow. We gotta do an episode there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just roll camera with me. Here we go.
Yeah.
Just drop her right in the plunge.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. And he had come on in November. It was a big part of kind of refacing the gym and doing a lot of things and setting these community events. So Robert's been an amazing part of the community. He's been there for 6-7 years now. So to be able to work with him was awesome.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So I know you guys do different challenges and things like that. So do you have any like success stories or transformations that, you know, you're really proud of and something that you want to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. There's been a lot. I don't want to talk about myself, but it's a good example.
You've gone through a transformation. We're here to talk about you.
Well,
Alex,
I know.
so.
You don't want to talk about yourself, though. It's not that fun. But anyways, November 7th, 2022, I had my last beer.
Congratulations.
So, as you know, I've owned the gym now for 8 years, and I just got into the habit of bad habits. And I just, woke up and I was like, I think this is it. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I feel like shit. I'm not a good example for my members. I'm preaching health and fitness, and I'm at seat to table drinking a Hazify at 2 p.m. on a Thursday.
I've seen you walking around the cart, pushing a cart, drinking.
Yeah, you dump your kid off in the barn.
Perfect.
And then
Yeah.
I was best friends with the bartender.
Yeah.
And also, Lance, were you not having a cocktail at 2 p.m. with him?
I don't know. I was probably buying food or something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm just-
I would see you in
I
there a
gotta
lot.
stop picking on you. I'm sorry.
So, I decided to stop drinking. The best decision I've ever made, to know you're going to wake up and feel amazing, and not be hungover and not feel like shit. And really what it came down to was being a better example for the people I'm supposed to be leading, because, I had a hard time at night or even in the morning waking up like, I'm no leader. I'm just, I'm just a hypocrite at this point. So I decided I was going to get really healthy, and I had been healthy before. I had been ripped, cut, whatever. And then I would yo-yo a lot. And then from there it turned into, I'm going to try fasting. I know we've seen fasting all over the internet recently as well. But if I hadn't stopped drinking, I would have never tried fasting, because, the weekends would have come or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And then
It's 11:30 at night. I'm
Right.
pretty tipsy, drunk. I'm
Yeah.
gonna order pizza.
so
I mean, truly, it messes up it whole.
it messes everything
goal.
up.
100%.
Yeah, guilty.
Yeah,
as charged.
alcohol, it just doesn't have a place. There's really no need for it. And I'm not just going to preach about not drinking, because, people can drink responsibly, and that's fine. But for me, it was becoming irresponsible, and it was leading me in the wrong direction. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna do fasting then. Let's try that, because I was probably about 235 pounds at that point. So, most people are like, okay, I'm gonna fast 12 hours or something. I'm like, no, I'm going 20. So I did 100 consecutive days, 20 hours,
Wow.
no calories, and then 4-hour eating window. And it worked, but it only worked because I was consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the key, I think, to getting healthy in general, is just consistency. It can't be, I was good today, I'm going to be okay tomorrow, shitty on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I don't see what's wrong with that plan.
Well, it all depends on your goal. It all depends on your goals.
You're right. And I'm sure that even regulated your blood sugar
Yeah.
and helped with, I'm not going to drink because that's going to break my fast.
Yeah.
Like all of that, I'm sure works.
Yeah, it just
fine.
totally flipped things. So over those 100 days, it was 20 hours consecutive. I didn't go a minute after the window
crazy.
closed. And
That's
it
some
was a wild
discipline.
transformation, and the members saw it, and they're like, what's going on? What are you
Yeah.
doing? So just this past month, so I created a new kind of
I love it.
do the work. So
DTW.
For those of you just listening, he's wearing a T-shirt that says "Do the Work, Real Fitness Naples."
yeah. So
I love it.
we've kind of adopted that now over the last couple months, where it's just kind of something you can repeat to yourself. It doesn't matter if it's in the gym or if it's at work or at home, just do the work, do the work.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Keep it simple, but do it.
That's right. So we have now 12 different do the work, I don't want to say challenges, but experiences. So our first do the work experience with the members this past month, January, they did a 24-hour, I shouldn't say everyone, there was probably about 20, 30 people. They did a 24-hour fast. And for a lot of them, that was their very first time. And they loved it. So I think fasting is just another tool. It's not the end all be all of health and fitness. Just, you get on the internet, you get on Instagram, you get on Facebook, and you start scrolling. Everyone has an opinion. And it's really hard to filter, and they're going to have opinions on why you shouldn't fast or should, and
on everything.
No
matter what topic.
Doesn't matter.
It's just
so the first experience at the gym was a 24-hour fast. A lot of the members participated. Then we did a whole dissertation on fasting and the benefits of at the 24th hour and broke bread together. So that was fun. And then this month coming up in February, we're going to do a 6-mile beach ruck.
Oh,
great.
Yes, you can get involved.
Natalie actually wants to join up for that one.
Yeah, actually, I think I would try. I need to purchase a ruck first. I've been
I don't have a ruck either. I was just going to fill my North Face with some sand.
Perfect. Got some ankle weights.
My backpack, and we're going to ruck for 6 miles. So
that's a long time.
It should take a few hours. And we're going to do that
on the beach.
On the beach.
Like calves are cramping thinking about it.
Woo! So we're excited about that. And then, we have events coming each and every month where we're calling them do the work experiences. And we're trying to keep it simple. Just do the work. When you don't feel like doing the work, do the work. That's when you grow.
That's awesome. And I love that it's got to be so empowering for your members and for you to do it together.
Yeah.
Because any kind of new discipline introduced, if you're not doing it with somebody, number one, it's likely not going to be fulfilled.
Right.
Unless you have that mental toughness. And number two, it's just more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to share your experiences and what was going on.
Bonding.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
real
much
community.
It's much easier to suffer together.
For sure. Yeah.
So
is awesome.
Yeah, we have some cool stuff coming up. So I think at the to circle back, I think I got through the 20 hours of fasting. I think I lost 30 pounds, 35 pounds. Got down lower than probably my midget football weight in 8th grade. So that kind of just really turned things and got our focus, got our focus on the people and in changing their health. And there's been people in that last year and a half or however long it's been since I started doing that, where they've cut way back on their alcohol. I know one of my members, Sheila, and her husband Chris, they've lost like 30 pounds because they were in the same kind of routine of drinking wine on Thursday and then Friday and then eating poorly. Well, they completely changed their diet and they made a commitment to the gym, and now they're down 30 pounds and they can't imagine going back to where they were. So, your mind's powerful. You can do things.
I totally believe in your mind is stronger than anything. So,
yeah. And to have like-minded individuals all in Naples. I'm like,
right.
I do need to come check this out.
It's a great place.
So you came down here. Obviously, it worked out for you.
Yeah.
You met your beautiful wife. You have a whole family now.
Whole family.
I mean, you have a successful business. You're the Naples dream, right?
Yeah. Telling me.
The American dream, but the Naples dream.
Yeah, I'm blessed. It's been great.
Yeah.
There's been some rough spots, but it's never going to be smooth.
Yeah. No, you just
and
keep
we're
going.
still getting better.
Yeah, all the time. So when you're not fasting, where do you like to go eat? If you're going out to dinner, or you're taking your wife out or whatever, do you guys have a favorite spot in town?
Geez, after having kids, you just don't go out.
You just forget there's anything else.
I like to think I'm a grill master. I'm that guy who will cook a steak and then take photos of it.
Wonderful.
And then send it to his friends like they give a shit.
Right.
Like, look at this. Look at the char I got on this one.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, we do stay home a lot and eat, but you know, I really like, you know, I'm a steak guy. Like a lot of guys are. I don't remember ever ordering fish at a restaurant. If you're going to give me the option, I'm going to go with the red meat all the time. What's the steakhouse on 3rd?
On 3rd? Oh, Continental?
Continental. I would say.
Jinx.
If I'm going to go out, I'd like to go there. It's not often.
Continental's a great
Continental's
spot.
great.
I always forget about that now with all the new places that they have opening.
Yeah.
I always forget about the Continental.
Continentals is amazing. But we find ourselves at seated table a lot just because it's so close. You know, we live right in Palm River. And the fact that you can dump your kid off in the barn.
And you have a wide selection.
You got a wide selection.
Yeah.
The service there isn't the best, but, you know.
You're not going for the service.
Well, you know, my thing is you're either a grocery store or a restaurant. You can be really good at one or really good at the other. It's hard to be really good at both.
Right. And somehow we're all still going there.
We still go there.
So frequently.
We still go there.
So
can't find a parking spot.
Can't find.
No.
I've spent $1,000 on valet at seated table in 5 years, or however long it's been open.
I'm just trying to get listings in Carlton Lake so I can park there and walk over.
That's smart. That's smart.
I've done it once before.
That's funny. With Naples, you obviously like this area.
Yeah.
I don't see you going anywhere else. Where do you see?
Sometimes the laughter just creeps up, and I gotta let it out. I don't see you leaving. Ever.
Where do you see yourself, the gym, everything in the next, you know, and the area, I guess, in the next 5 to 10 years? I got to make you think a little bit.
Yeah. It's be some dead air.
Yeah.
Oh man, 5 to 10 years. Well, you know, as a business owner, you want to have to work less in the business as much as you can. So that's kind of, you know, where my mindset is now, is getting it set up where we can have a little more free time for our family and maybe play a little more golf. So we're working hard right now to set it up to have people in place to kind of run it for you, and so you can enjoy life and not just be stuck in that rat race or the, you know, that wheel kind of just, you know, I enjoy being there. You know, I look forward to getting up and going in the morning.
Do you? Because sometimes you look miserable.
Well, it depends. Depends how much caffeine
I think other
I've
members
had.
could attest to Alex's demeanor.
No. Well, I kind of have a demeanor that isn't too, you know, I'm not exactly a ray of sunlight. But I do honestly enjoy being there and talking with, you know, there's all different types of people in the gym, and I can connect with them all. I think that's part of the reason why I love it there. You know,
and you're still seeing new members and new people come through the doors.
Still seeing new members, still seeing new people come through the door. It's you know, it's something new every day. You know, it's like a soap opera in there sometimes. So it keeps you on your toes. But it's enjoyable. You know, I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I don't know what else I would do.
Neither do I.
I was a failed insurance salesman with my one policy in 6 months. So, you know, if I would say this fits me,
right?
Could I be better at it? Probably, but I think we could all be better at what we do. But we're working to always be better. And in 5 years, I hope that gym is still thriving and we're changing people's lives, and I still have a hand in it. I also hope that my wife sells like $200 million in real estate. So maybe we can get a golf membership. So we can play more golf.
There'll be 400 million.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. But yeah, you know, we're having fun, and it again, it's exciting every day. It's always something new. So I truly mean it when I do enjoy going there. I wouldn't get up at 3 in the morning and get there by 4 if I didn't. You know, I would roll in at 4:59 if that wasn't the case, and it would be a bad experience for that first class. So,
well, I would bet that your gym will be thriving in the years to come because Naples is clearly growing.
It is.
We will have plenty of people to support the vision. I mean,
I
have no
your
doubt.
wife and us for bringing everyone here.
Right, that's right.
Well, everyone's into fitness as well. And we're a very active and healthy place. Yeah. So it's just the best. And we're so grateful to have you on. I can't wait
Thank you.
to come do a WOD at your gym.
Got
Lance makes fun of me.
I'll do it with you.
Okay.
Wow, into the class, Lance.
I mean, I would. I could
I'm
scale
not a
it.
huge fan of power cleans. Just going to say it out loud on the record because I build traps very easily.
Oh,
Call me a trap queen.
trap queen.
I'm totally kidding, but I'm really looking
How
forward
long
to
have
it.
you been doing CrossFit?
Actually, not very long,
Okay.
and I've only done maybe 4 actual CrossFit classes.
Oh, so you're brand new.
I'm doing an Evo Fit at another CrossFit gym, which is close to my house, and that's kind of a hybrid, kind of like an F45 and CrossFit combined. I was doing burn boot camp before, so it's a little bit of a lot more strength than I was previously doing. But then I like to run a lot, so I kind of combine.
You would like
the
a
two.
high rocks race then?
Yeah,
Just running and
when you were talking about that, I
Yeah.
was like, gotta check
look
this
it
out.
up. It's,
Okay.
And you probably still have time to sign up, and you can do it with a partner.
That's not me.
Ah,
No, I don't. It's 5 miles of running. It's 8,000 meters.
are you
total.
breaking it up with the partner? So 2.5, or 5 each?
No. So the way a high rocks race works is you run 1,000 meters, and then the first functional movement is 1,000-meter ski.
Okay.
So you share the 1,000 meters on the ski erg, and then another 1,000-meter run. And I believe it's sled push, 1,000-meter run, sled pull, 1,000-meter run. I believe the next one is burpee broad jump, 1,000-meter run, and then there's a row,
I'm
1,000-meter
down.
run.
I'm down already.
There's
Burpee broad jump has my
Sandbag.
name all over it.
yeah, we just did them yesterday in our workout, and 92 to 93% of the people hate them, but they still showed up. I believe in doing what you don't like to do.
Oh yeah.
So, but I also need to do a better job of that.
I can't wait to come take a class.
Yes, Thursday. Tomorrow's a good workout. We love our program. We follow Mayhem Affiliate. If you're familiar with CrossFit, CrossFit Mayhem is Rich Froning's gym, the fittest man in the world. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, whatever times. And they put out amazing programming, and that really helps the business as well because we don't have to think about the programming. It's just done for you, and we just kind of manipulate it how we need to. Yeah. So that's been great. That's been a change in the last couple months as well. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling up there. It's a good time to be there.
So I got one last question for you.
Sure.
So obviously we talked about all the positives of Florida and
Sure.
why you like it down here. And so if there's one thing, I guess, that you could change or one thing you don't like about this area, what would it be?
I wish the summers were just a little less summery.
It does get
Not as
hot,
hot,
but it's hot and humid everywhere.
I know it is. It's hard to complain about Florida. I mean, yeah, I could say the cliche traffic
Right.
but honestly, I don't experience it because I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
So I don't.
And you find your bubble and your
Yeah.
I'm sure the
Points.
members come in and complain about it because they were late because of traffic.
I get texts every day. I'm going to be late. There's a wreck on 75.
Yeah.
I make it a goal not to go south of Vanderbilt.
Great. Sorry,
So-
we're right on the cusp with this
It was
studio
close.
space. Yes.
It was close. No, I mean, it's traffic, whatever. You're going to deal with that. But
It's such a cliche, like you said. Everyone complains about it, but it's not worth. Any of the traffic up north is 10 times worse.
Yeah, I
than
mean-
what we deal with down here.
Yeah.
I'm from Pittsburgh, and coming home from the airport, have you ever been to Pittsburgh?
No,
I have. You're kidding.
I know. I'm
That's
from
okay when
Philadelphia,
people
but
say
never
I've
been to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's
and
all right. I've never been to Philly,
Really?
to the airport.
Yeah.
There's so many cities in Florida I haven't been to,
Yeah.
but I've been to Pittsburgh.
Amazing. So there's the Liberty Tunnel. So when you come from the airport, you have to go through this tunnel called the Liberty Tunnel, but it backs everything up. So you're sitting in traffic from the airport. If you're at the wrong time, it's going to take you 45 minutes, to get through this tunnel to get to the other side of town. So
Thank God
yeah,
for
traffic.
podcasts. So
That's
put on
right.
a podcast and call it a day.
Everybody loves Naples.
Hey.
So traffic is whatever. I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but you know what? A good thing to do is when you're in traffic, listen to a podcast, read a book. There's something you can, use the traffic good for.
Breathe, meditate.
Whatever it may be, and say, what good is it getting angry at the guy next to you?
No.
It's not going to help your mentality.
And it's not going to get you there any faster.
No, it won't.
Thank you so much for being here.
My
and
pleasure.
Where can our listeners and audience find you? Social media, website?
Social media, you can go to our website, realfitnessnaples.com, Instagram @realfitness. Yeah, you just go to the website. You can find my contact info right on there. realfitnessnaples.com. I believe I just paid my GoDaddy subscription, so the website is still live.
Another 2 years.
Yeah, I
you're
know,
good.
2 years.
Wonderful.
I always forget about it. Then I get the email. Oh no, the website's not the website isn't live, but it is up and running. We're doing amazing things in there right now. Honestly, not a better time to be part of this gym. So,
Well, thank you, Alex, very much. Appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the gym.
that's my tagline, Lance.
I love it.
I'll see you in the gym.
Do the work.
Do the work.
Real Fitness Naples. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect. That was awesome.